The third time the horn sounds out, it is loud. The walls, ceiling, and ground shimmer and transform. You stand on a jousting field. A trimmed grass field lies between two sets of spectator stands. A red and silver tent stand at opposite sides of the list field. Standing by the red tent is Captain Joust. You are standing by the silver tent, only you are now 10 inches tall. Two squirrels in red pages' outfits lead two saddled and harnessed hamsters. One squirrel page walks a hamster your way, and one walks to Captain Joust. The spectator stands are filled with fat black rats, raccoons, and crows, each wearing something in red. A black rabbit, dressed in frills and pleats, walks out on the list field. Behind him are three squirrels dressed the same way. The squirrels stop and bow, and lift horns to their mouths and sound out. The black rabbit unfolds a long scroll document and speaks.
By order of Her Majesty the Queen, the following rules shall apply to all her royal subjects, non-subjects, travelers, and passerbys. Taxes shall be collected on the third... Yes?
One of the squirrels whispers in his ear.
Really? Oh, yes, of course.
The black rabbit's hands move the scroll forward. It is a really long document.
This part about... No.
The squirrel looks over his shoulder and eventually nods.
The rules of the joust are as follows. 1. Only 2 contestants may joust at one time, and each contestant shall start at the opposite ends of the field. 2. Each contestant shall be allowed 1 pass at each other in the hopes of knocking your opponent's head off, and then shall be reset to allow another pass, should the queen's opponent be indignant enough to stay seated. 3. In the event, when it happens, because you can bet your keister it will, a contestant is knocked off his mount, he shall submit as prisoner or be expurgated. 4. If in the unlikely and most ridiculously conceived event that the queen's man is knocked off his mount, the contestant should consider him or herself lucky and not make such a big deal about it, and thusly, subcategory A, be told my, but you're a big one, and be given the offer to be the new Captain Joust the second, or if the offer is refused, proceed to subcategory B, note subcategory C for reference. Subcategory B. Win the freedom of his companions and be allowed to get a move on before someone changes her mind. Subcategory C. The former Queensman shall no longer be the Queensman, and now it's open season, loves. 5. The 2 contestants shall continue to joust until one is dismounted or screwed through wholly and completely, disemboweled or otherwise dismembered, and dead as a Yule harvest duck. Contestants shall not be allowed to refuse that prospective giver a go, or allowed to be a ninny-ninny and resign. That's just bad form, and where's the fun in that? Do both of you understand the rules as I have read them to you?
I understand them, X. I am certainly okay with the rules. Let the jousting begin, and may the gods have mercy on your posterior.